Hi Shelby, I'm doing the response video to your video about body image and shopping. Um, and the question that you posed at the end, you know, does that ever cross your mind, like being self-conscious when you look at mannequins or advertisements while you're shopping? And what can we do to not be so down on ourselves? Um, and first of all, let me say how interesting it is that you brought this up now, because I feel like it's come up in my real life a lot lately. I was just talking about it recently with coworkers and with one of my best friends last night, um, in slightly different ways, but still it's all connected. So funny how it just keeps coming up. But anyway, to answer your question, yes, I definitely fall victim to that too, where I see pictures on Pinterest or mannequins in a store or pictures of women in an advertisement, um, in a store or a magazine, and I like things that they're wearing, and I see combinations and items of clothing that I like on them, and then your first instinct is to tell yourself that you can't pull that off because you don't look like that girl. Um, which I'm not really sure where exactly that mentality originates. I guess from um, the value that society places, like how on women's bodies, like how we, like I was talking one time before about how we are so connected to our body image with our self value. So it's like, oh, I don't look like that, so therefore I don't deserve to allow myself to try it on or to allow myself to wear it because, you know, I don't deserve it because I don't look like that girl, which is ridiculous. And I think we can combat that attitude within ourselves, by doing, just not allowing yourself to be defeatist that way. Like, if you like an item of clothing or an outfit on a mannequin, don't defeat yourself before you even get to the fitting room. Like, try it on. And if you don't like it on yourself, then okay, fine. But that doesn't mean that there's anything, inherently wrong with you, like, at all. Sometimes clothes are really not made for people. Like, they're made for some ideal that some designer or company has in their head, and they're not really actually designed for real human bodies. And so there's something wrong with the garment, not with you, if it doesn't fit you. I guess it's just a matter of attitude and assigning the right blame. Not I don't want to say blame, but like value. Like, assign the value to yourself and not to the clothes. Like, it's not you that's wrong. It's just the clothes aren't flattering for you, and oh well, like, that doesn't mean anything. So that attitude, I think, helps. And then also, um I know part of that has to do with being self-conscious about size, because we equate, clothing size with body size, and body size with personal value. So people get wrapped up in what size they wear, and all that stuff. And it made me think of something that my mom told me when I was in middle school, which I thought was really, um, important and poignant. And I don't know if enough women and girls have anyone, let alone a mom, say this to them in their lives. And I think it's something I return to a lot when I shop, and that keeps me from having a negative attitude about shopping and about clothes, is that size literally means nothing. Like, at this point, it's not even standardized. Like, it's totally different from store to store. You could wear a 6 in one store and a 10 in another and an 8 in another. And it's all just how the clothing is cut. And there's like no, you know, standardization for how that works. So in that way, it's totally arbitrary because there's nothing to judge it by. There's no gauge. And then it's also arbitrary because it's just a number. It's just a way for people to find what fits them. It doesn't have any meaning or value. So, um, Yeah, she told me that because I was, freaking out about having to wear a bigger size than I was used to wearing at that point in my life. And, you know, I was a young girl of middle school age, along with being a dancer and a lot of other things. So I was really body conscious. And she just took me aside and was like, Jessica, it means nothing. Like, and even if you think it means something, no one knows what size you wear. Like your size is on the inside of your clothing. No one ever knows, but you. So it's not something that the world is privy to if you're worried about them knowing, or something. And it's like, if you like clothes and you like the item, just pick the right size and put it on, and then just never think about the size again. Just wear the item of clothing and enjoy wearing it and enjoy using it as self expression. And that's the end of that. Like, we put so much pressure on our body size and on our clothing size that we forget that clothes are fun and they're a form of self expression, and that you don't need to assign so much importance to such an arbitrary thing as like how much fabric was used to make it. It's only, it's just so that it'll cover your body. It's not that big of a deal. Um, and also, in that same thing, like, if you like an outfit on a mannequin and you try it on and you don't like it, but you like an aspect of it, it's all about finding the right combo for you, and giving yourself the chance to participate and to try it. I don't know. Attitude. I guess that's my message. Is approaching the shopping world and the fashion world with a different attitude, instead of making it so that you should fit into their world. Make fashion conform to you. You know, if something doesn't fit but you like it, take it to a tailor and have it, you know, adjusted so that you can wear it. You don't have to accept clothes how they are. It's just, you have options, I guess. So yeah, that's my answer to that question of like how how to approach that. So anyway, it was fun answering your question, and it was good to see your pretty face. I miss you guys. I love you. I'm looking forward to seeing your responses to the question. And have a good night.